Hi, welcome to Chris Cook for You Too. Tonight I'm going to be doing fish, fried fish. It's going to be catfish and perch fish. So let's get started. I've already washed and drained my fish. I have some perch and I have some catfish nuggets. Okay, so I'm just going to put all of this in together. Okay. Now, I'm going to do this old school because this is the way my mom taught me. This is the way I'm going to do it. I take two store bags, put them together. Then I take cornmeal and I put it in the bag. And most of the time, this is the way I fry my chicken as well. Okay. So it looks like I've done about a cup, maybe about a cup and a half of cornmeal. Okay. Now I'm going to set this to the side. And I'm going to season my fish. Tonight, to put on the fish, I have garlic powder and onion powder. And I just like the flavor of garlic powder and onion powder. I have some pepper. Okay. And some salt. Okay. Alright, and I have Morton Seasonal, and that's what I use. I use Morton Seasonal, and the reason why I use it is because it does not carry a high content of salt, but yet it does have your paprika and other seasonings in it that brings in a very good flavor to your fish. I'm going to swish this just a little bit. Get it off of my hands and do the other side. That's your onion. That's your garlic. That's your seasonal. Now, not with every seasonal or every seasoning salt, you cannot use it in combination with your salt. And the reason be is your product will be, or whatever it is that you're cooking, it'll be over seasoned. But in this case, I can. Okay. Okay, that's all it takes. Swish this around. Then I'm going to put it in my bag. And like I said, this is catfish nuggets. And it's perch. Got all of my pieces in there. Move this. Okay. Now, take my bag and I'm going to shake it. Now the reason I use two bags is in case one of them is burst at the end. And now, look at my fish. It's all coated. Ready to go down into the grease. So now we will meet you at the stove. Okay, now we're at the stove, so let's get started. One of the ways you can tell if your cooking oil is hot enough, and again this is old school, by dropping some in. Did you see what it just did? I'll drop a little bit more. If it bubbles back at you, it's ready. Now you can use a thermometer, but that's just an old school trick. And I do have a thermometer, but I've done this so many times until I could probably do it with my eyes closed. So I'm just going to layer the fish in. Okay, I'm going to let that fish fry for a few minutes. I'm going to wash my hands off real quick. And you don't want to overcrowd your skillet, but I can get another couple of pieces down in here. Okay. Now I'm going to let it fry on this side, and when I'm ready to flip,
we're back.
I'll get back. Let's look at the fish. Now, I did come back and flip the fish, and the reason being is because I wanted to really show you how it looks once it comes out. And I really do like for my fish to have a crunch to it. I don't like my fish to be soft. Okay? So we're going to take out the pieces. And as you can see, the pieces are golden brown. And it has the crunch on it, just like I love for my fish to have. Okay? And I love fish. I normally, when I was in Chicago, which is my hometown, many of you already know that, I would have fish and spaghetti on Fridays. That was what we did every Friday. But here, now since I'm in Virginia, I've gotten away from that tradition and just kind of do it whenever I feel like I have an urge for fish. Now, if you would look at that fish is golden brown. Now, I'm going to take and put in another batch. And you know that my fish is already coated. See, it's still coated well. You don't want to overcrowd. I gotta have like 4 more pieces. Okay. Now, and the good news about this flour, there's no more fish in it, and I can take my bag and throw it away. I think that's the positive thing about using this bag as far as being a shaking bag. So I'm going to fry this up, and then I'll get back to you. But the fish is looking very, very good. Okay, we're back. I want to cut the stove off and take the last of this fish out. Okay, now all of the fish has been taken out, as I just stated. And now I'm going to dish up some of the spaghetti from my last video, as I stated. That's just because the grease is hot. And I put this top down on it. Okay. So, now we got some of the spaghetti on the plate. And I'm going to sit it down here. I can't stand a dirty plate. And I'm going to add some pieces of the catfish nuggets and the perch fish as well. All right, there it is. Spaghetti, catfish nuggets, and perch fish. And boy, we're gonna have a time with that. Okay, I just wanted you to see this from start to finish. I had to put it on 2 different separate videos because I wanted to show you how to prepare the spaghetti and then how I prepare the fish. I also want to say, so I don't get a lot of people writing to me, I mentioned that this was flour. No, it's not. We all know that it was meal because that's what you do. The fish is, you use meal, and for the chicken you use flour. I want to thank you for staying with me while I finish out this video, and as always, thank you for watching Chris Cook for You Too. Bye!